right, silence.
The stock market, meaning companies, new highs.
I'm not fucking leaving. The show goes on. Nuts! They're nuts! They know nothing!
An online network called Internet.
Well, it's very hip to be on the Internet right now.
Welcome, my degenerates. The rest of your life starts right now on Market Mania. This is the no bullshit approach to all financial markets, including Bitcoin, political betting, and the largest casino in the world, the U.S. stock market. Today on Market Mania, LOL SIGL, RECAF Black Gold, crypto volumes are through the roof, Sheldon Adelson passes away, and trouble ahead. Tony, the producer, welcome to the show. Matt Glantz can't be here in person, but we're not going to let him off that easy. Get to his content for me, please.
Here we are. Matt, he was getting real busy this morning, couldn't join us, but he wanted to share us a little bit of wisdom. He's saying this is not investment advice, of course, but be careful out there, degens. All assets are fragile right now. The pendulum has swung. He's saying we went from small risk, big reward to big risk, small reward. Now, take what you will of Matt Glantz's advice. He's a real smart guy, but he's also a filthy seven. Quickly after he said that, a Chad 8 came along and said, have fun staying poor. Matt Glantz, keep shooting for 9, brother. I'm rooting for you to make it. I just got to hold on to that 7. And Alex Weiss, of course, comes along and feels insulted by this comment. A 9, a legit 11. So we're sorry we keep schlepping this filthy 7 Glantz on you people. We're trying, but, good thing we got the 9s here to keep us in line. What do you guys think?
I think go ahead, my guy.
Yeah. I mean, it just looks like, I don't know. I mean, like Glantz is like kind of naysaying. I usually like what he's saying, but I mean, I don't know, man. They might just keep printing, keep stimulusing, keep shoving it in. I mean, I don't really see any reason why, that game will stop. It's rigged. Yes. It's not the economy. Yes. But that might just continue.
Yeah. And Alex Weiss here in this thread, he's obviously been tweeting a lot lately. And I kind of like his logic is you keep aping in, you take some profits, right? Like if you've been long all year or all 2020, you should be in the profit now. You're kind of playing with house money and see how far the carousel ride takes you, right? And take profits along the way. Don't get totally blown up, but don't try and call a top prematurely, I think is pretty reasonable advice.
Yeah. You don't say that stuff during ape season, do you, boys?
No.
So he tweeted that he lost like 47 million on one of those down days, but I mean, I got a feeling he's up during ape season.
I'll say this though. He said, I didn't lose my money. I lost your money. Right.
Yeah.
So that's
exactly.
That's
playing with house money, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of house money, 7 out. Sheldon Adelson, conservative donor and casino titan, all around scumbag, like to kill the online gambling back in the day, dies at 87. And the world rejoices. 2 doves mated right over the spot where he died, and hope filled the minds and hearts of the entire world's children. And they started singing in unison when it happened. A great evil has been shuddered past us. This guy was just such a scumbag through and through, and he's now dead. But that's not the point here. This is going to usher in a new time for the gaming industry, is it not? I mean, Tony, the producer, you remember some of the projects that this guy killed. back in the day, right, for poker.
Absolutely. This guy played an almost daily presence in my life because as I worked in Poker Night in America and filming poker, the reason we started that was under the assumption that online gaming had a future in America and that we could start to bring in some of that sponsorship dollars. But that never materialized, and almost entirely because of Sheldon Adelson and his money to the GOP. And in the land of the free, we had Black Friday in the world of poker. Anybody in the world of poker knows Black Friday, and we've never recovered from that. And now that Adelson's gone, I'm not sure that there's a lot of people left to pick up his mantle, but his bureaucratic legacy still exists like hot tar over the whole industry, and it could be another 5-10 years before the industry gets out from underneath that. So here we are. I think online gaming, there's a lot of opportunities there, but it's not going to be as easy as people think it is just because Sheldon Adelson's gone.
Brett Ritchie, what do you think? Old guy? Evil?
Yeah, so first off, I channel Biggie. He said, I would never wish death on nobody, so I'm going to stick with that one here. But since he is dead, I will say that there was no greater opponent to online gaming in the U.S. than Sheldon by far. Like, he was by far the single biggest enemy of online gaming throughout the U.S., so for online gaming, that's bullish. However, as Tony says, it's not going to be that easy. We're really dealing with 50 different countries is the best way to look at the online gaming framing within the U.S. because each state, it's really up to each state how and when they pass online gaming. Are they going to be sharing liquidity? Are the rules different state by state? So it's really best to look at the U.S. as 50 different countries. So it's still going to be a slow rollout. But again, the number one enemy of online gaming is dead, so it's positive for online gaming going forward.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. You could be happy, Crunk. Don't be mad. Just let it go. It feels great. Yes, he's dead.
I'll pray for him, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't join you there, Mike Gunn. We'll all
Hey, that's fine. So we have record volume on Coinbase. This is crazy. This is batshit. This is amazing. This is, I mean, by even crypto standards, 9.56 billion traded in one day. I guess the volatility is here. I guess. Holy crap. Everyone's trying to dump it. Everyone's trying to scoop the under 40K coin now. I mean, wow. Wow.
I mean, he mentions here more than the total volume for Q1 of 2019, also than the total volume of January last year. I mean, that is just insane. So obviously we're talking about a little mini bubble in the life of Bitcoin here, but the bullish long term, we don't need to say much about it other than that gets you some. What is going on? Look at this. This is going to look small compared to what this chart looks like in 10 years, you know?
I'll say this. If I'm a Coinbase shareholder here, I'm loving life as you're heading to this IPO. This is exactly kind of the momentum you want to be building heading into an IPO. I will be surprised to see Coinbase trading under 100 billion valuation at any point in the public markets. I think this thing is definitely heading for that. I don't even know how many commas, how many numbers, digits, whatever. More than Alex Weiss and JMO. It's in that upper echelon.
We're catching up, Alex.
I mean, that's nuts. All right, Tony, the producer. It's a shenanigan story about African oil. It's got to be you, right?
Absolutely. As we start to sense the American market sort of top off a little bit, I mean, there's probably still some gas in there, but we're starting to sense it stall a little bit. Certainly, Matt Glantz's warning is signaled of that. So I think that American investors should really start looking at companies outside of America in developing markets, international markets. They're really primed to take off during the next collapse here because they're going to be perfectly positioned without all of the baggage that comes with a collapsing global financial system. Africa's looking good. Now, this company owns the entire basin in which they're doing the oil exploration. So if you want to own some real potential profits, I would recommend RECAF, not investment advice. But look at that, looking good this morning. So I picked some up right at market open and haven't checked since, but it's feeling good. So
look at that, shenanigans African oil. Brett Ritchie, is that going in the old Robinhood account?
That Robinhood account's not doing too great. I was shorting a lot of the Bitcoin related stuff, but aside from that, I will say this: I like Africa is interesting, right? We covered Jumia on this show, the African Amazon, which was one of the big hits out of the picks of the day segment. So I think there's a lot of potential here. I do remember the Ike Batista down in Brazil, who became the world's first negative billionaire because they bought up a ton of, I guess, overused natural resources. So there is a downside. Just because you own the basin doesn't necessarily mean there's going to be a lot of oil in there. So could go either way.
Could
Well,
go
this one's
either
looking
way.
good, but my main thesis is just get out of American markets, and this could be a good start. So,
Got to love some of this logic on Market Mania today. Glantz, where the hell are you? All right, this is amazing. This is a crazy story. This happened at Zoom a couple of months ago too, during the pandemic. But Elon Musk says, use Signal. 2 fucking words, all right? And if anybody out there is in the privacy space or old school like crypto, you probably know about Signal before Elon tweeted. But I guess, and like, I don't know, my friend group is usually, the kind of shady fucks that would just, must be on like, some Signal or a Telegram type of friends. But I guess everybody else just found out a couple days ago because Elon tweets, use Signal, nothing else. There was obviously some, WhatsApp, Facebook bullshit. And then not the company, Signal's not a company. Signal, the app that Elon's talking about, is a non-for-profit that does not have public shares on any market at all. And this company is a totally unrelated company that they didn't even report the last couple of quarters or something. It's some shenanigans OTC stock just on the most bullshitish of the exchanges that you could get on. Didn't file reports, had been trading at I don't know, a couple million in that company. It spikes to, what was it? Can you even zoom in and see what the trade was at? Or like, can you just get like one of the prices? It was like it was pennies, 40 cents. It was like 50 cent stock. And then all of a sudden somebody bought this bullshit at $70 the other day.
unreal.
Brett Ritchie. That's
what I call market mania.
That is market mania. You did this. You're the
I want to know.
Did this.
I want to know what percent of these people know it's the wrong signal. It's got to be like 70%, and they're just playing the greater fool's theory game, right? Like or it's bots that are, trading on Elon's account. But I think a lot of this is just people kind of knowingly pump it. It's kind of what the market's become in some ways.
That's a good point, Brett. That's a good point. That it could be greater fool theory, that they immediately know people are going to ape into the only signal on the market, even if it's the wrong.
Like if I'm first, I can see buying. If I'm first, I wouldn't want to be the guy buying $20 or $30 here. But if it was 50 cents, I'm getting in around there. I mean, I don't know. Why not? Obviously, easy to say in retrospect.
You dump it on the guys bidding it up to 50, 60, $70, just dumping right on their faces.
Well, this is all great market mania stuff. It also raises a larger issue that you should be using maybe Signal. I like Telegram a lot because it's encrypted. Just get off of Facebook, get off of Twitter. Don't do it. I mean, come on. Get on Brave, get on DuckDuckGo, get on Signal or Telegram. Although Dorsey said he liked that tweet, so that makes me not want to use Signal. I don't know. Anyway, get off the big tech where you can.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and don't buy random securities that just happen to have a similar name to the thing that you like. That is actually happening. A lot of donks out there in the investing world. Sometimes it's just level one. They see Signal, not going to do any research, not going to do anything, not going to call a friend.
But that's like the Chad meme. Like that Chad guy is just crushing because he bought Signal with no thought. And then the dark guy, brooding guy is like, well, that doesn't make sense. And he's sitting there all poor.
A-Weiss has a great one with the Obi-Wan and then the retard, and they got the hands, and then they're just ape it in. And then the guy at the top of the bell curve has got all the monitors, and he's like, the 20-day moving average is wrong. Anyway, okay, I like my memes explained. But this is time for the Market Mania pick of the day now.
Make the party rock, drop it like it's hot. Everybody stack, I'm stacking to the top.
Tony, the producer, filling in for the absent Matt Glantz, could only be here by Twitter today. What is your pick of the day?
My pick of the day, I already mentioned, is RECAF. Get some oil stocks in Africa, because, heck, America probably doesn't have a lot of more upward mobility in the stock market right now.
Do your own research. This is not investment advice. Market Mania pick of the day, Brett Ritchie.
Tony covered mine earlier a little bit. It is the Brave Browsers token, BAT token. I think as we see big tech really overstepping their bounds, people are going to be looking for more privacy-centric solutions. This replaces the digital ad monopoly sort of approach of all the current browsers with a token-based approach. And it's still a fairly cheap overall market cap, a few $100 million. And for the browser wars, that's not terribly expensive to get in now. So I like BAT, especially with the way big tech is really overstepping their bounds.
The basic attention token, been around for many years, never seen any like really big traction on it, but hey, I want to give it a shot. I want it to work. I want to believe right there. My not investment advice, do your own research. Pick of the day is Serum. I'll be tailing SBF for a handful of my picks of the day for yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And Serum is the DEX that the good people at FTX came up with. Always see Sam Bankman-Fried tweeting about it. He's just like tweet, code, fire 5 million to 5 million over there to Biden, tweet, code. And that's what he does. And I'm tailing that shit because he's got more energy than me and I have no shot at that type of an output. So might as well follow behind a guy like that. Serum, $1.46 USD delimited now. That is going to do it for Market Mania today. Hell of a day in the markets. We appreciate you logging on, and we'll leave you, as we do each day, with a quote from one of my favorite modern day poets. We're going to go with Ray Strum and Black Beatles. Goes something like this. I had haters when I was broke. I'm rich. I still got haters. I had hoes when I was broke. I'm rich. I'm still a player. Like and subscribe right here on YouTube and hit us on the Twitter at Market Mania Show. We will see you tomorrow if there is a tomorrow. But for now, it is lights out.